Hi everyone. So, I'm reaching something, sorry. My name is Heidi Bostic. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and I really felt like I'm gonna do a project that I had done earlier this week, but I picked a different design. Hi Margaret. I picked a different design to work with today. But I wanted to show you start to finish how you could make one of these too. And this will be a bundle kit that I will be offering. And what we're going to use is we're going to use a tag, one of our tags. Hi Joanna. We're going to use a tag. We're going to use 2 small paint sticks and 2 large paint sticks. And I'm sorry, I'm getting used to the way that I flip the camera so everything you can read it right. So we're going to do this start to finish. I have my glue gun plugged in. We're going to make a sled. So let me show you how we're going to do that. First off, we're going to stain the sled part, that's the paint sticks. Tell me where you're watching from. I always like to know where you guys are watching from. I am in North Pole, Alaska. We have about 2 inches of snow on the ground, and it's about, I think it's about 25 outside. Hi Barbie. Hi Pauline. I know where Pauline is. Pauline's right here in North Pole with me. I'm good. So, let me get my gloves on. Well, that was not so good. Maybe I only need to have one on. This stain is actually really good. It's not stinky and it dries really quick. So we're just gonna get this. I wanted to show you how this is pretty easy to do. I just don't like the latex gloves. With nails, they're not friendly. Hi Janny, hi Randa. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget, if you're not a designer, you can share this video. That helps me reach people. I don't usually go live this early, but I'm thinking that on weekends, if it's not crazy, that we're going to do this more often. I really think that it does. It's fun. And it's before the hubby gets home, and then I can have a nice quiet evening. Then I don't have to listen to him say, "Are you done yet?" Because I love doing this. I do love doing this. I hope everybody saw the tree. I got that all posted. Hi, Tawana. Tawana? Tell me if I'm seeing it right. Okay. Let me grab... I'm going to grab a foam brush. And I'm just using a Varathane stain. I'm hoping this one's gonna work. I haven't used this color in a really long time. Let me see. It's kinda... Let me grab one other stain, because I don't know if that one's gonna work. Don't mind my mess behind me. All right, so this is my favorite wood stain, Varathane, and Kona is the color we're going to use. It's really dark, which is okay. And I'm just going to apply that to these. And I didn't shake this up really good. This is gelled a little bit because it's been so long since I used it, but we'll get it on there. So we're just going to stain. And what I like is that this is safe enough to do inside. It really doesn't stink a lot. And I didn't sand the back side of these, but I don't think it's going to matter because I can put these the same toward the inside. So who wants to make a sled? I know if you're a designer, you saw that we had a guest speaker that showed us how to do that, and it was pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is, hi Leah, once I get that on there, I'm just going to wipe it off. And I make sure I got the ends. I think they're so cute. They are super cute. So we're gonna do, I am gonna do the one with the mittens today, just because I think that's a great one to offer in a bundle. And it'll last all winter. And we kind of have bypassed fall because there's snow on the ground. It's really hard to think that it's fall outside. This one's engraved anyway, so I don't know if that would have. I had to do some searching for paint sticks. So now this one is the 5-gallon. Hi Dolly. Hi Melissa. These are the 5-gallon paint sticks. I looked at Lowe's, I looked at Home Depot. I ended up having to go to Fairbanks Paint and Glass to get them, or Fairbanks Paint. I have, for my local peeps, this will be available in a bundle, and I have them for you. I have already gotten them. So let's do the 2 little ones here. This is the messiest part, I think, but it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. Hi, Rhonda. I bet you you're having a nice warm day. It is nice and warm where I'm sitting. The wood stove is going. Okay, and then we'll do one more of these, and this is all done for staining. And I'm going to set this aside, and we will paint our tag. Now, if anybody's interested in doing this as a class, let me know. I can get the kits all ready, and we can actually do this by Zoom if you're not feeling up for having it in your home. Okay, so I'm going to flip these 2 over because I think I'll put the thing. I got just a little end right here. Okay, I'm going to take this part off. Let me close this up and set that. 68, that's still really nice. That is super nice. I bet you it feels good. Okay. So while that dries, we'll use this. Now we have, this is one of our door tags. It comes with the hole in there. I'm trying to get used to the way the camera is. Yes, worn by Alaska standards. Yes, exactly right. These are one of our door tags. I'm going to try to open this. I like them because it's a nice thick quality. You do not have to paint this if you don't want to. But the one she had done, she did it in red and it looks so beautiful. So I thought we could paint this one red too. Who doesn't love a red sled, right? And I'm just using an acrylic paint. This happens to be my favorite red paint that I love from Treasured Sea Paints. It doesn't require a whole lot, but I need to clean out my nozzle on this. I might have to get out the... Oh, we're not going to use that. We're going to use a brush. You could use chalk paint. I just don't prefer to use chalk paint. You can use any acrylic paint that you want, whether you want it to be a different color sled or whatnot. You could, any color you want. I'm going to pour some out in a tray here. There we go. And I'm going to do the sides really quick because it's easier to do the sides where you have something to hold on to. I think this would be cute. We're going to do mittens on this one. It says cold hands, warm heart is a transfer we're going to use. You could do the Santa approved on here, would be super cute. There's so many different choices. I even looked at even a dimensional thing would be the deer on here, because you could put the wood cutouts on. That paint is drying awful quick, but that's okay. We'll get it on there and then we can sand it down if we have any ridges. It's one of the reasons that I like it is it dries so quick. See how it left some ridges? Okay, so let's give this a dry really quick and then we'll paint it one more time. And we're going to do both sides of this. I also posted another bundle on my website this morning, or on my business page and my VIP page for the deer. I hope you saw that. If you want to see it again, let me know. I can show you. They're right over my shoulder. Okay, so another coat of red. We want this to be nice and dark. Like the, what is that red little radio flyer? And I'm just using, this is a brush. I ended up getting some off Amazon. It's kind of like a makeup brush, but my gosh, it works so great for painting. So quick. Okay, so that should be good. We're gonna dry this side and then we will paint the other side really quick. Make sure I got it nice and even. You can use a hair dryer if you want to speed up the process, or you could go fold some laundry or start a load of laundry. Whatever you want to do in your crafting progress. I don't always use this. I don't like the smell of the heat gun. Okay, so I'm going to carefully turn this over, and we'll get this other side going. Okay, I was just wiping any excess blobs off there. Does anyone like to paint? I usually don't mind painting. What is that? Do you use in her pumpkin? Oh, look at what she's bringing me. Do you want to see? Sugar. Should I drink it? Was it hot coffee or cold?
Cold.
Whoa, way sweet.
What did you say?
Nothing yet. That was way sweet. Woo. I love painting. Sometimes it's very... Crafting in general is just very therapeutic. Right? Just relaxing. Okay. This is not... That first layer was not very dry. So let me dry this a little bit. She made... It was like an iced coffee with hazelnut flavor, with whipped cream and sprinkles to make it look fancy. It tastes good, but it's sweet. She's a barista wannabe. Hi, Lynn. It is. This is so relaxing. Okay, so we're almost done. One more coat on this and then we will be good to go. And then we'll start on the mitten part. Goodness, it tasted pretty good, but it gave me a I don't need all that sugar. I'm still trying to be good. I got a trip to Maui. I was looking for Hawaiian dress today. Still can't believe I'm going. It's gonna be so much fun. Okay. Oop. Something about, okay, I'm just evening out my strokes here and then we will dry this. Hi, Jacqueline. I got myself a little glue gun. I do not like when they leak, and this little Gorilla glue gun does not leak. It's like oh yeah, I was making sure it was on. I have a couple patches that look kind of pink, so I'm just gonna kind of paint over it a little bit and then dry it and see if I can even that out. We don't want a pink sled. Hi, Leah. Okay, so this is pretty much dry. I'm going to stand this up, I think, because the sides are probably, and we're going to take this paint, I'm going to take these paper towels here. And we're just going to set that there while we work on the next part, okay? So, for the next part, I'm showing you lots of different techniques today. I'm going to wash the paint off my hands because I don't want it on my fabric. We are not going to use ink today. We're going to just use the chalk paste. Sorry guys, let me make sure I get all the red off my fingers. Okay. We have this transfer right here, cold hands, warm heart, and we're going to do the mittens. We're going to make it dimensional. So, what we're going to do, I have one of our canvas banners. And I'm actually just going to leave it together like this because I'll be able to cut it. I need 2 layers anyways. Hi, Cindy. Tell me where you guys are watching from. I always like to know where people are watching from. Oh my goodness, this one is super sticky. Super sticky. But that's what's awesome about our transfers, that these are reusable. So they're like a plastic type material and you can wash them in the sink after you're done and reuse it. Because I'm doing this on fabric, I'm gonna just do like this because I'm only concerned with ink chalking this part right here. And I'm just gonna put it up close here. I wanna be away from the seam. I don't have to fuzz it because I'm on fabric. I can't remember. I'm not planning on washing these. That's why I'm not doing ink. So, let's make them red and gray. So I'm going to do the little stars here in gray, and then I'm going to do the rest of it in the red. I think I'll do it the opposite. So very little red. Red on the stars, and then the gray for the mittens. And I'm going to use a multi-purpose tool, which has a finer blade. Hi, Mary. Hi, Cindy. Thanks, guys, for watching. Okay, so you're just going to pick up a little bit of paste with your colors. And we're just going to do and you're just going to paint by number. You do, because this is not ink, it will dry still. So we need to work a little bit quicker. And then we'll lift that transfer a little bit and then put it back down. I'm hoping this is gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this up. I'm gonna lay it back down. I'm gonna rub this area a little bit more. And then let's do the gray part of this one. I need to add a little bit of water to this one. This one's grayish, it's pretty light gray. Okay. And then I'm just doing the edges of this, or the lines, basically. Oh, I'm gonna have a little bit of a tie-dye mitten. Red is really, really hard. Really hard. We're gonna make it work, right? All right. Let's see how bad that looks. Hopefully not too bad. Yeah, I think my paste has to be a little bit thinner. Let me try. So I just wet my finger a little bit and then rub. I'm not liking that. All right. Tell me a new color for the mitten. I just need to do one color mitten. Maybe we should just do them in black. What do you think? What color should we do the mittens? Black or red? Yeah, I think because the board's red, let's do black, I think. And I'm just wiping it with a paper towel, guys. And it's gonna get it sticky back super quick. Okay. Just like that. Okay, let's put this color away. I was being too complicated. Need to make it, simplify it. And that's okay. All white, yeah, that would look good too. It's a cream, so it's really hard. I mean, the fabric is kind of cream colored. I'm gonna make sure that I can get a good portion around my canvas here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's just do this all black. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, we're just gonna chalk these mittens. I'm gonna need the cotton balls behind you too. Yes.
What?
The glue gun. Okay.
Almost there.
All done.
Leave it. Down.
Much better. Much better. Okay. So I'm going to set this transfer aside. I don't even have to wash it. We are going to use it again, but I'm not going to use the mitten part. So, just let this dry really quick. Who remembers like pinking shears? Do you remember like the pinking shears Grandma used to have? I used to have some. I don't know where mine are. They're expensive. They're like $40 scissors. Excuse me, guys. All right. Clean up my squeegee so I can use it again. Make sure my hands are clean. We're going to take and we're going to cut these out. And I'm cutting 2 layers at once. Okay. So we have our little mittens here. Now you're going to want to cut 2 of these, and I'm going to go just a little bit outside the line. I can't remember. I think they did these separately. I guess we're going to do each mitten separately. And it moved just a little bit, but that's okay. And we'll cut this other one out. If you don't want it to move while you're cutting it, you could probably pin it if you wanted to, like just put a couple sewing pins in there. Okay. That's all we need, and then we're going to take our hot glue gun and we're just going to go right along the edge. Just go a little bit at a time so your glue doesn't dry, and then carefully push it down. Can you guys all see? And then go around the thumb. You could even find, for this, like there's always an ornament that's like a mitten at the store. You could always find one of them and put that on here too, instead of doing this part. Okay. Be really careful there. All right, so we got one glued. I'm gonna let that cool for a second and we'll do this other one really quick. This is like sewing for cheaters, right? Hi, Leah Maria. I like your name. Is it Leah Maria? That's pretty. So, go all the way around. Okay, so then we're gonna take some cotton balls. You don't have to use polyfill. If you have polyfill, you can. This is just a cheap option. And we're just going to take and put some cotton balls down the middle of this just to give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to use my scissors to carefully poke this in there. You could use like a bamboo skewer. I think we can put about 3 in there, about 3 pom-poms, or 3 cotton balls. Perfect. Okay. So then on there, then we need to have, we're going to seal the end of it. We're going to take and we're going to glue this shut. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right in here. I'm going to stick one end of this in here and just seal it. Okay, one mitten done. That wasn't too bad, was it? Now we're going to add 3 cotton balls to this one. This is so cute. slide them in there. I'm going to put these ones away. We don't need that anymore. Cotton balls are actually kind of perfect for this. And then one more. Okay, to get the length of this, what I'm going to do is lay down my transfer. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate about how long I need this. I don't need all of that length. So we're going to hot glue this shut. Put your other end of your rope in there. And squeeze it shut carefully because it is hot. You can turn this one on low heat, which is also a really nice thing to be able to do. Yep, like this was $1.25. We don't have Dollar Trees up here, but it was only $1.25 for cotton balls at the store yesterday. Okay, so there we have our little set of mittens, our dimensional mittens. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to if this is, I'm going to wipe the edges of this just to make sure that it's dry. And if I have to go back and touch up this, I will. So there's our sled. And I have our runners. Wash my hands again. Okay, so on this, I'm going to look at what side I like better. I think this is going to be my, I'm going to lay a piece of paper towel down. This is going to be my back side. I'm going to sand this a little bit. And it's okay because this is going to just be the back and you really won't see it. Okay, so we're going to glue these runners on, and I'm going to use, let me get my ruler. I'm going to use the natural curve of this. I'm going to make sure that these are the same. Yep. So see where this curves right here? I'm going to use this as my line for the bottom of the tag. And I'm going to come in an inch on the side. So I'm going to use, this is called like a quilting ruler. You could make a pencil mark if you wanted to on here, but I'm just going to kind of have it like that. And I'm going to actually, you know what guys, a pencil mark might be a better idea. So just take and draw yourself a pencil line right there. We'll draw one on this side. The reason why I'm trying to find the easiest way for you is that you're going to have to do your glue all the way down. So I'm going to make sure my glue gun is loaded, ready to go, and we're going to just go right down, and I need to make sure that I'm ready with my just doesn't have a lot of squeeze in it. Now you could use wood glue, but it's not gonna. I'm just gonna hold that there. And after it's on, I think what I'm gonna do is just go right down the other side of it. Goodness, that didn't wanna. Here we go. And then just run it down like that. Okay, so now we gotta do the other side. Got a little bit of shakes. Okay. Again, lining up the curve of the thing right there. And that feels really secure, guys. That's like, that feels really, really good. Okay. So we're gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna turn it so you guys can see it. So right here, one looks longer than the other. Oh, that's because I did this one. I don't know if it'll break off easily. I needed to come back a little bit further with that one. Let me set this back a little bit better. Leave it to Heidi to make a boo-boo. Everything can be fixed. Okay, let's see if that looks better. Much better. Okay, basically what it is, I kind of got off the curves right here. So I had gone a little bit too much. Okay, on this part here, we're going to do this right here at the top. Get out another glue stick. Can you see it coming together? I want to see. I am going to measure this. A little over 2 inches. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm usually a pretty good eyeballer. Now, you do not have to use 2 of these if you don't want to. If you think that your sled looks good like that, let me hold it up. If you think your sled looks good like that, you don't have to do this other one up here. I think for hanging it purposes, it would be good to have it. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just mimic the one that's underneath. Hi, Deanna. I'm going to mimic the one that's underneath and just put another one. The kit will include 2 paint sticks so that you can do this, or you don't have to. But look at that, we have a little red sled. Now let's put something pretty on it. All right, not too bad, not too shabby. Okay, so let's, the other part of this transfer, and I'm going to wax, we have to wax this. This is most priority. Remember last night when I did the other one, I didn't wax, and that was not a good thing. So let's wax this. Especially when you're working quick, you want to just, you know, definitely use the wax so you don't mess up your surface. All right, so let's take that. We're going to heat this up really quick. And all I'm doing is melting the wax. It smooths it out. And then give it a good buff. Okay. There's that part. Now we're going to take this other part. I want to make sure this is back to room temperature. We're going to take this other part of the transfer, and we want it to come down lower. Part of the reason that we have it coming down, so like this is the bottom of my tag right here, the reason why we created the little mittens is so that it can hang off of there. And we're going to have room for what we want to do at the top. Okay, so this here we're going to do in green, and I'm going to use, let me see. Not crazy about that, but it might work. Hi, Tina. So we're going to use, this is Meadow. I'm going to give this a stir quick. It's a little bit thick, but not too bad. Okay. So I'm not going to do the little rope for where the hand thing is. I'm just going to do the pine. and get that little bit there. Okay, so we're gonna peel this up. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna dry this, keeping your heat tool away from your transfer. I'm gonna wait for that to come back to room temperature before we lay the transfer back down. Okay. Feels like it moved a little bit. Yep, it did. And it's okay if it moves just a little bit. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of a different green in there. We're gonna add some shimmer. Just a little bit. Notice I'm not catching it all, but we're just catching a little bit. All right. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So then we're gonna dry this, and then we'll do the cold hands. And that cool way of just giving a little bit of fleck of color. Okay. Then we're gonna take Dune. Let me get the green closed up because we are almost done, other than dressing up the top of it. Okay. So then we have the very top part of our transfer. I'm going to make sure this is dry. And I'm actually going to lay this down over here so it doesn't hurt it. And just make sure this is centered. Hi, Brandy. And we're just going to chalk this part right here. Seriously, guys, this is so easy. It really has not been that difficult to create this. And just take off your extra chalk paste. You don't need to leave a ton on there. And then we're going to carefully peel this up. I can wash this and remake this. This is a great Christmas gift. I'm going to dry this. That's so pretty. Then, so we have our little mittens that we made, and these are going to get hot glued on here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it. There we go. And then just lay your rope. You can take your multi-purpose tool if you're afraid to get your finger burnt. and just mash your rope into that glue area. And I'm going to put just a little dot right there and a little dot right there. And I'm going to take, oh yeah, this will be good. We're going to add a little bow. And I'm just doing a little shoelace bow. We'll put that right there. Okay, now we're still not done. We still got to dress this up a little bit more. So, let's see. Let me get this out of the way. So I bought this greenery at, you can get it at Walmart. There's a big, it's a big 6-foot long strand. And what we're going to do is we're going to trim it to, I trimmed it like a foot long. It's, and then we're just going to work our needles out the other way. Now I just found some good wire cutters. I'm going to cut off the end that you would hang it from. I'm going to show you guys. Let me flip it over this way. So this is going to go up at the very top, but we need a bow. What do you think? A buffalo plaid bow? I need some tan. Oh, I got I got a perfect one. Which ones do you think? I kind of like that polka dotted one. Do you think? So I'm going to take and do, there's many different ways that you can do your bow. She took hers and did just loops like this and did a bunch of loops and then kind of folded it out. But I do like the polka dot too. It's hard. I like all her ribbon tails, so I'm trying to decide how I should do it. It just uses a lot of ribbon. Let's mess around with this a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. Trying to glue my shoe apparently. I'm gonna do one behind there. And I'm going to cut this. Oh, that's all she has for polka dots. Not so much left. Let's see what I got there. And I'll have an extra tail right here. So I'm going to take a piece of twine. And I'm just gonna tie this all together. You could use a twist, like a zip tie too as well. I'm going to dovetail all these. Do this one here. Don't forget your buffalo plaid one. I just like the fancy ends on it. It just looks really pretty like that. Okay, so we're going to take our tails right here. And I have this right here. I'm going to take and I'm just going to drop one inside the hole there and one above the tag. And it's going to give it a good tie. All right. Now, position your bow. You guys, you can make this as fancy as you want to make it. There is so much you can do. So we're going to take this. Now I found this is another garland from Walmart. And this has pine cones. It has just different textures of things on here. So I'm going to cut off a couple things. I just thought it was a cheaper way to offer it to my customers. I can send a couple pieces with them. So I just cut off some of this, and let me grab a pine cone here, because look at that. We all need pine cones in our life. So then you can just take a little bit of glue . I'm just going to hold that down till it dries. I'm just messing with the bows here. And it's wire edge, so you can crimp it and loop it and stuff. We're going to take our pieces of branches and just lift up and stick it into the greenery part. Just hot glue it in there. Todd's like, what do you have over here? I just threw all my branches on the floor. Yep, that's what you could do. Use your yard full of pine cones. Okay, then I have one other thing. So on the lower part down here, there's two berries. I'm going to pull this off the bottom part. These are just little styrofoam berries. I'm going to just put a little bit of hot glue. You could also add it up into this. I don't even think it needs a whole lot. So you can totally take this apart. Just cut off a branch here and there. Let me cut off that one. And then just add one more over here. And you are done. You are done. So look at this. Oh, I might have to glue my back. Let me glue this back on a little bit better on the back side. I didn't go along the side. I'm going to hold it up from the sides. But there is tonight's project, and I think it looks, I'll have to go outside and take a picture of it. But that is so pretty. I love it. Thank you, Barbie. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you'll be interested in having a kit to make your own sled. Let me know, and I have it'll have the ribbon. Whoops, I got ribbons taped on over here. But I will go out and take a picture of this, and I will put together my little bundle of how much this will be. So thanks for watching. Thanks, Joanna. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It was so much fun. So much fun. If you haven't tried a chalk couture, let me know. I'd be glad to help you get started. You don't have to do it this elaborate. This was just really fun. So thanks, Pauline. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a great night. Bye.